This video is for people who are genuinely looking for financial advisors or to, establish an ongoing relationship with an advisor because they want help or they want to delegate some of their financial lives to someone else that can help them either as a professional guide, an advisor, or planner, so forth. Hey everyone. For the last couple of weeks, I've had several phone conversations or in-person meetings with new people coming into the firm or wanting to reach out to us. They found us online. And one of the recurring themes that is coming up over and over and over again is I'm starting to see a lot of folks who are looking to hire a financial advisor or a financial planner for the very first time. And they're curious about what questions they should even be asking. Now, I know that if you go to your favorite search engine, you should be able to pull up all kinds of articles about how you should interview with a financial advisor or how you should talk with a financial advisor that you're meeting with for the first time to learn all about who they are, their background, their business background, their professional designations, their responsibilities, their business model, all of these things. But I want to share with you something that I think is critical when it comes to the advisor-client relationship. So I want to be very clear about who this is for. If you fancy yourself as a do-it-yourselfer or someone who, you basically will go and maybe engage with a financial professional to have a systems check every once in a while, this video can be helpful, but it's not for you. This video is for people who are genuinely looking for financial advisors or to, establish an ongoing relationship with an advisor because they want help or they want to delegate some of their financial lives to someone else that can help them either as a professional guide, an advisor, or planner, so forth. So what I want to share with you actually came from a video that I watched from a gentleman named Simon Sinek. And so you can go to YouTube and you can type in Simon Sinek and you'll see many of his talks. He's a brilliant guy. He's a thinker. He's a fantastic speaker and educator. I always enjoy just about anything that I see him do. The books that he's read or the videos or the talks that he's given. But he gave this great talk, and so I want to share with you, if you'll humor me. He interviewed with the SEAL teams, and he wanted to find out how they chose the people, or they felt like the people that would make it through selection for the SEAL teams would be best for the teams. And so they have this matrix, the performance matrix and the trust. So when you deal with the SEAL teams, right, they are looking for the elite warriors, the best of the best that they could possibly get in the military. They want to have the highest level of discipline, the highest level of athletic ability, the highest level of ability to execute, the highest level of trust. So it goes without saying that there's going to be a certain point, maybe even bigger than that, a certain point, right, where these people that fall into this category, they're never going to make it, right? They're never going to make it. And because just the level of performance and the level of trust that team leaders have in their ability is going to be not sufficient enough to make the cut. What we tend to think is, and this is what he was sharing as he learned in talking with the SEAL team leaders, is that performance, you would think that they want the top level performance, right? It goes without saying, he said it goes without saying that everybody wants the people over here that are high performance, high trust. Everybody wants these people. But what he found out, and he thought was interesting, was that the people that had more trust, but maybe didn't perform at the level of some other people, it was more preferable for those people where you were maybe middle of the road performance, but high level of trust, that they wanted those people on the SEAL team. So this is the most elite units in the military. The SEALs are world renowned for their ability to execute and deal with special operations within the military. So I found that so interesting because I would have always thought that you want the top people, even if they were jerks, you wanted the highest level of performance you could possibly get. But what they found out is that you want to have good performance. Performance is necessary, but it's not as critical if you don't have trust. And so for folks that are looking to hire an advisor, one of the things that I want to really highlight for each and every person as you go through the interview process and you talk with different advisors, I think one of the things that is going to be just absolutely key for the future is trust. Can you find somebody that you feel comfortable with opening up and developing a high level of trust with them in the meeting rooms as you talk with them, as you go through the financial considerations that you have to go through? Because here's what's happening. Financial services is evolving just like every other aspect of our lives. We have technology and some of the aesthetics of the apps and the technology platforms that we have now. It's beautiful. The user experience is really nice and they're only getting better. It seems almost like the machines are taking over. But what we are starting to find out is that the machines are able to just enhance the human relationship. So I want you to think about, as you go through the process and you're interviewing different advisors, as you're having conversations, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you see that visually looks impressive. You're going to see beautiful offices. You're going to see beautiful technology platforms that show like they can just do anything. You'll probably see discussions and white papers and one sheets on portfolio performance, all the trappings of performance and credibility. And I'm not saying that that stuff isn't important. It is important, but you also need to think about the person who you're meeting with. How are they with you when it comes to interacting? Do you feel like they're listening to you? Do you feel like they are asking the right questions? Do you feel like they are engaging both parties? If you're in a couple, are both members of the couple being engaged? Because if you plan for your finances as a unit, as a team, you should be engaging with someone that treats you like a team. One of the key things to think about too is who supports the advisor. Do they have a team of support? Do they have assistants, pair planners, anyone else that would be involved in helping you do what you need to do? Will they be the one running point, or are they simply someone who's going to take your information, delegate the planning to a team, and then come back to you with a third party's recommendations? There's so many different business models in the financial services. So it's really easy to get caught up in the trappings of what looks like performance, what looks like credibility. But I want you to start thinking about the person. Who are you going to be dealing with? Who are you going to develop that relationship with? Can they be trusted with your financial life? And will they be the ones that you trust enough to give you honest feedback? Right? That's the relationship component of it. And it's going to be so critical for the years ahead because technology is advancing. It's going to allow us to do amazing things, but we cannot discount the human side of the relationship. So hope that makes sense to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Thanks.